Carver, a man just shy of 60, trudged his way across the high grassy field toward the tent city. It was the New Hampshire Safe Zone Colombia. Cigar in mouth and cane in hand, Carver approached a small white table where one of the zone's guards, dressed in heavy riot gear, stood.
Friend, this is Safe Zone Colombia. Is it not?
The guard pointed his assault rifle at him as he looked him up and down.
Are you infected?
Me? I'll tell you what, government boy, I'll answer you when you answer me. Someone I care about very dearly is incredibly sick. Do we have a cure? Please.
The guard grabbed the walkie off of their belt.
Newcomer not answering the question. Permission to shoot?
Whoa, now, hold up now.
He put his hand on his Colt Python revolver.
So that's it. You ask people once and they don't tell you what you want. You kill them?
The guard aimed his rifle at Carver's face.
Are you infected?
No! Do I look like one of you brainless government prick?
Carver released his grip on his revolver and took some deep breaths.
Now, it's always at this current time. Account for the goddamn plague!
A person stumbled toward them with a bottle in hand.
Good question. I wouldn't mind knowing that myself.
Are you infected?
Follow-up question. Do I look it? Now, do you have an answer to this man's question or not? Officer Friendly.
No. At this moment, the government does not wish to share information regarding a possible vaccine with the public.
Typical government.
Head to the medical tent. You'll need to be checked for signs of the infection before you're able to walk around the zone freely. Now get there before I put you there.
Liam took a drink and followed Carver inside.
Scary.
Dreadful.
As the two walked along the long white tent, Liam tapped Carver on the shoulder.
So, why is the cure so important to you? I mean, I want it just as much as the next guy, but I watched you grab your gun. You were gonna shoot that guy.
My daughter.
Carver spit out his cigar and pulled another from his heavy fur-lined jacket.
Not that it's any of your business, but she was killed. It was somebody driver.
Your kid got hit by a car?
Yes.
Liam grabbed Carver by the arm, and the two stopped dead in their tracks.
You stupid? She got hit by a car. There's no curing that. She's dead.
Carver got up in Liam's face, so close that he could smell the rum on his breath.
She turned!
You need to get infected to turn, Grandpa.
Well, she wasn't.
You need to get infected somehow!
Don't you think Do you honestly think I didn't check her for bites? I looked everywhere for my little princess. Everywhere. It doesn't even make sense to me.
Did you check her asshole?
You make your jokes, but remember, you came here alone too. So either your family's left you, or they're all dead, huh? And judging by the bottle, hell, it's either or. Make jokes if it makes you feel better, but you're one poor excuse for a man.
A few hours later in Pennsylvania, John and the girls were driving down a highway full of broken down cars. Luggage and garbage was strewn around, and the infected shambled in the trees. Kinsley stared out the window at a coyote gnawing at a sick person's leg.
You never told me where we're going yet.
I'm taking Rachel to her family in Florida. And I promised her that I would.
He briefly glanced at Rachel, who sat between them.
After that, I don't know. I'll probably go home.
You didn't want to come to Penn, but you drive all the way to Florida for some kid. Who the hell's this girl to you anyhow?
Rachel, she's a neighbor's kid.
You're serious about this. We're going all the way to Florida for some kid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I don't know. I guess I just don't really understand why you're taking this seriously when you never took us seriously. I mean, you actually knew me. Who's this kid? She's nobody.
First of all, you knew our relationship meant nothing. We were friends with benefits at most. Besides, I wouldn't have wanted to take Cassidy away from her father if things did get serious between us. You think that's what she would have wanted? What Liam would have wanted?
Who the hell cares what Liam would have wanted?
I cared! We both know Liam's an asshole, but he didn't deserve what we did to him.
So you never cared about me?
You're the one who came up with the idea. Oh, John, let's screw around. Get back at Liam from all the shit he's done to us. Go to hell. You still never gave me that gas money.
I can get out and let you talk in private.
No, that's fine.
John handed her the case of cassette tapes.
Why don't you find something to listen to, okay?
Unbelievable. I wonder what Mandy would have thought.
Leave her out of this!
Like I was saying, I wonder what Mandy would have thought of you right now. This kid just opens her mouth and you shut right up.
We're making asses out of ourselves and she don't need to be hearing any of it.
No, hold on. So this kid opens her mouth and you shut up. I don't remember Ellie having this kind of power over you.
I've never acted like this in front of her.
John's eyes screamed shut up, but Kinsley was having too much fun pushing his buttons.
From what I remember, you were Mandy's little bitch right up until the day she died. And you never were much of a father to poor Ellis. I can only imagine what would have happened to Cassidy if things actually did get serious between us.
I swear to God, Kinsley.
Thought you didn't believe in God. You blamed him for killing Mandy and Ellie, remember? Now they die again. You cut the brakes.
John put his arm in front of Rachel, holding her back, and then slammed on the brakes, causing Kinsley to beat her face off the dashboard.
Did that jog your memory?
You're more like a brother than I thought. You're a piece of shit. I can't even begin to imagine what Mandy had to deal with.
Okay.
John swiftly exited his truck, stormed over to Kinsley's side, and pulled the door open.
Get out.
What are you doing?
Get out. Now.
Make me.
I will.
After a short struggle, John forced her from the truck and shoved her back.
I don't know why you act like this, or...
Why do you carry a gun on you?
I don't know if it's because you're not getting enough attention, or maybe you're just disturbed after losing Cassidy.
You know you'd never use it. You're just a pussy. You never could be a cop. You use their deaths as an excuse for everything.
Shut up!
Such a loser.
She shoved him aside and climbed back into the truck.
No, you ain't coming with us.
As John reached in for Kinsley, she climbed over Rachel and jumped into the seat.
John!
John jumped in just as Kinsley stepped on the gas.
Damn it, Kinsley!
They flew down the road with both doors open. John pushed Rachel down to the floor and forcefully turned the wheel, sending them crashing into a parked car.
John? John?
John was slumped against the car. Thick trickles of blood were crusted on his face, his hair and clothes covered in shattered glass.
Please get up!
Getting on her knees, Rachel placed her hands on his stomach.
It's just CPR. You got this.
She pushed down as hard as she could on John's stomach, making his eyes shoot open.
Ah!
I did it!
John pulled himself up with the help of the car.
Sure.
He held on to her for balance.
What happened?
Rachel did her best to keep John steady as they walked back to the truck, with him using her as a crutch.
We hit a car and it made you fly out the window. Kingsley went down a hill.
John checked his pockets for the keys as they reached the truck.
Weather.
Here,
Rachel pulled out John's key ring and handed it to him.
I took them.
He held on to the truck in an attempt to keep his balance.
How long was I out?
It felt like a while, but it wasn't too long. The hand on your watch only moved one space.
She opened his door for him.
A little hand or big hand?
He pulled himself up into the truck, with Rachel pushing on him for support.
A little one.
She rushed over to the other side of the truck, keeping her eye on the woods as she got in.
Shit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just real dizzy.
He grabbed a bottle of water off the floor.
You see any sick people while I was out?
Some, but I stayed by you the whole time to keep you safe.
She pulled John's revolver from the back of her pants and held it out.
Here, I took this.
Why? What were you doing with... You know what? I don't even care right now.
He swiped his gun and put it on the dashboard.
Let's just sit here for a minute. Give me a chance to wake up.
Are we still going to Florida?
Yeah.
Are you gonna stay when we get there?
After I get you home, huh?
He paused and stared blankly at the floor. He realized he had nothing left, and it was possible that his journey would end with Rachel's.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, you can always stay with me.
She scooted next to him and gave him a hug.
You helped me, so I help you.
Staring out the broken windshield, a tear came to John's eye. He didn't know what was going to happen next. He feared that the sickness would become too much for him, and that in the end, a bullet would be his last meal.
today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. You could have it all, my empire of dirt. I will let you down, I will make you hurt. I wear this crown of thorns upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. Beneath the stains of time, the feelings disappear. You are someone else, while I am still right here. What have I become, my sweet old friend? Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all, my empire of dirt. I will let you down, I will make you hurt. If I could start again, a million miles away, I would keep myself, and I would find a way.